being telling. And the truth of the matter is, there's something bigger going on with that big story than what you telling. But nevertheless, Puff ain't saying nothing. Puff quiet. You blowing it up. In the streets, we don't do that. So as far as you cats telling me what to say on my platform and what you consider dry snitching, half you cats out there need to go to jail ASAP. The police need to hurry up and come lock y'all up so the regular civilians could go back to living life in peace.
Hey people, it's Maylay all day. Y'all like my hat? Yeah, I cut grass in this to keep the sun off my neck when I'm riding my tractor. Y'all see what you just saw? Hassan, 1 minute, don't snitch, don't say nothing. The next minute, snitch, lock people up, put them in jail. He just says anything. He's back and forth. He has no convictions. He doesn't mean anything he says. What we're about to do is get into the documentary of this dude saying one thing and then turning right back around and saying the exact opposite. Enjoy it and pay attention. He said he's a revolutionary. He said he's raised amongst wolves. He calls people legends. I was raised with legends. Was you raised around James Brown? Was you raised around Sammy Davis Jr.? Frank Sinatra? What do you mean legends? So you glorifying criminals, but then you come on here and talk about somebody getting their snot box rocked and these kids on demon time. Son, you just talking. You're not for the people because you don't know what the people need because you're not amongst the people. So I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Let's get into this.
But when I was outside, I was outside being raised, shaped and molded by legends in the game. I came up under B.O. Legendary, one of the most legendary names in New York. That you still, even though B.O. got murdered in these streets in cold blood, you still don't hear niggas speaking his name like that. I came up with B.O., raised with B.O. I was there, little boy.
When I was a kid, I was being touched so much, I started touching other little kids too.
Right in the background for a lot of things. I seen a lot. I did a lot. Playing with little boys. I'll take you back to a story. With me, Alibaba, which is Tafik's little brother, and Kip. Bam had all three of us in his house one day with some porn on, jerking all three of us off. Moral of the story is, there's so many of my brothers. We're not talking about 1, 2, 3. There's so many names. There's so many people that I looked up to. That ended up in that book that he has. And how he break you in. You look at that book. You see some of the dudes that you looked up to that's 10 years older than you, 5 years older than you. But when I was outside, I was outside being raised, shaped and molded by legends in the game. I was there, little boy. Right in the background. of things. I seen a lot. I did a lot. What you think? Like, when y'all see me with dudes like Agard, what you think? Agard was taking me all around the country. We traveling all around the country, California, Oakland, the Bay Area. We was in the Source Awards together. What you think? Agard just came and got me because he just seen me sitting there like, oh, this is this is Wanda's son right here, and he just so nice. He done, he done graduated from junior high school. High school, we just gonna come get him because he's such a good kid. Nah. Dude seen the wolf in me. That's the reason why dudes see me running around with dudes that was 10 years, 15 years older than me. I was a baby.
Bam just wanted me to jerk off in front of him, but I told him no. So I took the text and I uploaded it on Facebook. Everybody saw it. So he goes into the comments and he's saying, listen, y'all wanted me to jerk off. Bam offered us $10 to see which one of us could come first. He wanted to see which one of us could jerk off and masturbate first. But I told him no. See, I never argued with him because he didn't realize he just told on himself. I wasn't even there for that situation. I was getting far more worse than that. Moral of the story is, there's so many of my brothers. We're not talking about 1, 2, 3. There's so many names. There's so many people that I looked up to that ended up in that book that he has. And how he break you in, you look at that book. You see some of the dudes that you looked up to that's 10 years older than you, 5 years older than you. Because he got them like stair steps. Wow, this is such and such. I don't want to call no more names because these dudes got families. And you see these dudes in there, and this is how, well, this is your hero right here. Well, I got him too. But when you look at that book, some of them was the same age, 13 or 14 years old.
Right. I was a baby. Dudes was pulling up. Anytime it was beef, every legend in the game called me.
See, people, follow me. You ever have somebody that say something to your girl or to somebody's girl? Yeah, he's cheating on you. I seen him with Dana. And then the girl come home and she say to her dude, you was cheating on me, you was with Dana. And the dude be like, yeah, right. Who told you that? Okay, first off, it don't matter who told you. You know what I mean? It's not the messenger, it's the message. But the girl will say, Sheena told me. And he'll say, you mean that nasty ass whore? That stinking bitch done fucked and sucked everybody and all that? See, what people try to do is disparage the messenger to try to make the message, the truth, be uncredible. Now, I'm getting ready to take you to Gene Deal and how he said, Poppy is working for the police. He said that gun was the only fingerprints on that gun was yours. So why ain't you in jail? Everybody else, prints on a gun, they get the gun, it's a legal gun, you going to jail. Hassan not in jail. But Hassan is so stupid. What does he come on camera and say? Gene Deal, the rat, he tried to disparage Gene Deal. I'm gonna let you see all that. And then he says it. See, what he don't know is I'm going to court for that. So Gene Deal wasn't lying. Your prince is the only one on the gun. So why ain't you in jail? cause you working with them people. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Somebody else to play with. So you did this whole little fiasco. But what you didn't know, and what you done to know, is that they did a DNA test on that gun. And your fingerprints was the only one on there. Your prints was the only one on there. Now we gonna have to wonder why they didn't bring your ass in. But I know. Secret agent. It ain't no secret. You wanna act like you from the streets. Poppy from the streets. Brother, you working with those folks.
How do the police call me the police? Help me to understand something. How do a rat call me a rat? Please. See, we living in a world where y'all respect the dude that gets shot. I respect the shooter. We different. So here it is, we got Gene Deal, right? A failed correction officer / PO, right? Let me tell you a little bit about Gene without lying. Let me slow it down for a second. You ever watch the movie The Matrix? When Neo was fighting the Chinese karate man, right? And he said to Neo, "Let me apologize to you in advance." And then he said it on him. And then they start fighting with integrity. They start fighting with integrity, right? So Neo asked him, "Yo, what's good?" He said, "You never know a person until you fight them." Why do I say this? Because you got Gene Deal on the internet, a man that everybody thought had integrity. Everything he said out of his mouth about me was a lie. Like, for example, right? How I never got charged. Actually, I'm going to court right now for the gun. I'm about to start trial for that gun and that gun case. For beef. I grew up amongst the best of them, the best of the best. The best of the best. Where y'all see me in the pictures with T-Mac on Cortland Ave. Rest in peace to Joe. Rest in peace to Ant. When Ant ran out all this competition on Cortland Ave, who you think was his muscle? When I came through, when me and Terrence came through Cortland Ave and turned it up out there, well, let's just say we left with 3 hammers that we ain't come with.
That I looked up to, that ended up in that book that he has. And how he break you in, you look at that book. You see some of the dudes that you looked up to that's 10 years older than you, 5 years older than you. And you see these dudes in there, and this is how, well, this is your hero right here. Well, I got him too.
What you think, like, when y'all see me with dudes like Agard, what you think? Agard was taking me all the way, all around the country. We traveling all around the country, California, Oakland, the Bay Area. We was in the Source Awards together. What you think?